right. I like it. Got that bar clip ready? That's a great clip, huh? It's an unusual clip, something different. That's what I like about it. All right, Marvin, let's do it. Good afternoon. I'm Steve S.H. Walters reporting for Breaking News 500 here in beautiful Vero Beach, Florida. Today's topic is the film Lonely Are the Brave. And yes, the brave are lonely. Now, before we get on to Lonely Are the Brave, if you haven't subscribed, folks, please take a second and subscribe. We greatly appreciate you, and we appreciate our loyal subscribers. Now, let's get right to it. Lonely Are the Brave is a black and white film that was released in 1962, directed by David Miller, starring Kirk Douglas, Gena Rowlands, and Walter Matthau. And the basic story is kind of a Western in modern times, and Kirk Douglas plays the part of Jack Burns. Now, he wants to go to jail to help his friend Paul, who's in jail, escape. But see, when he gets there, he realizes that Paul doesn't want to escape because this will add extra time to his sentence. So Jack Burns goes ahead and escapes. And of course, now he's wanted and pursued by the law. So we've got a clip of Jack Burns out, and he's in a bar, and it's a very entertaining and interesting clip. Are you ready? Of course you're ready. Are you ready, Marvin? Of course he's ready. All right, Marvin, let's do it. Roll the clip.
No, why'd you throw that bottle? I never saw you before in my life. Try and watch it, huh?
Well, what do you think about that clip? Woo! What was with that one-armed man throwing that bottle? He threw that bottle pretty good, didn't he? Hey, then he threw that glass. Hey, that's a reason for a fight right there. And yes, they got into a fight. But when they got into the fight, they had to make it fair. So Kirk Douglas had to fight the one-armed man with one arm. So he had to put one arm behind his back. And as they said in the film, put your right arm behind your back because he doesn't have a right arm. They had to really make it fair. But in a way it wasn't fair because, see, the one-armed man, if he's used to fighting, he's used to fighting with one arm. Now, Kirk Douglas has to adapt to that because he's not used to fighting with one arm. Very great fight scene, very entertaining film. Now, this film was based on the book, The Brave Cowboy by Edward Abbey. Now, the studio said, change the title, but Kirk Douglas wanted to use that title, but they changed it to Lonely Are the Brave. And Kirk Douglas did have a lot of creative control because he was the executive producer on this film through his own company, Joel Productions. He hired ex-Blacklist screenwriter Dalton Trumbo to write the screenplay, which was unheard of at that time. He gave him full credits, and he did it in one screenwrite, no rewrites, because as Kirk Douglas said, the screenwriting was that good. Now, the man that played the one-armed man, who actually only has a one arm, is Bill Rashia. I hope I pronounced his name right. Bill Rashia. He actually tells Kirk Douglas in the film he lost his arm in World War II in Okinawa, which he did aboard a ship during a fire during the conflict. And this film was filmed a lot in the dangerous terrain of the Sandia Mountains in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It was so dangerous that they had a couple of assistants along set, along with oxygen tanks, an ambulance on standby. Kirk Douglas said himself that it was the most dangerous location he ever had to film in. And during filming, the director, David Miller, injured his leg in a rock landslide. And in this film also were actors Bill Bixby, George Kennedy, and Carol O'Connor. And it was their film debuts, and they all went on to become very successful and famous actors in their own right. Now, you can see this film on Amazon, Stars, and Hulu. And I want to hear your comments about this film. What do you think? What do you think about that bar fight when you see that crazy scene? Woo! I really enjoyed it. You're going to have to go watch it for yourself and give me your comments. Well, I hope you enjoyed this look back on Lonely Are the Brave, starring Kirk Douglas, Gena Rowlands, and Walter Matthau. Give me your thoughts, your comments, and from Marvin, my staff, and myself, thanks for watching. Have a great day.